Welcome to Protagonist Pub. My name is Tammy, and this is where characters gather. It is a somewhat cloudy and overcast early June day, and we're going to talk about what I read last week. Just FYI, I didn't read a lot last week. It was busy. I wasn't in the mood. And then all weekend, I've had a very pronounced sinus weather-driven headache that just killed my enjoyment of reading. So I completed one book this week, so you know it was a bad week for me. I DNF'd one book this week. That was The Shakespeare Effect by, I believe it's Paul Breen. It was a NetGalley arc. It was a mystery. And it was just very abrupt storytelling. There wasn't smooth transitions from chapter to chapter, and no likable characters, and it was just wasn't my cup of tea. So what did I read last week? I finished a library book. I finished Death of a New American by Mariah Fredericks. It's the second book in the Jane Prescott historical cozy mystery series. It was a good book. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. Would I enjoy talking to Jane when she, if she wandered into the pub? Absolutely. This book takes place in the Gilded Age of New York. Jane is working for a new family. The suffragette movement is happening. The corruption in New York is on full display in this book. It is dealing with a lot of prejudice against Italian Americans and, assuming someone doesn't matter when they're dead because of their ethnicity is pretty much the premise of the book. It was enjoyable. I will read the third and the fourth book in the series. Can't beat a good, cozy historical, in my opinion. So Jane and her friends are welcome into the pub at any time. So the only other thing I read this weekend started last night as my headache finally started to dissipate. I started another NetGalley arc. It is The Fake Out by Sarah M. Peterson. I'll put a picture right here. It is a contemporary romance. It is a marriage of convenience trope, although in this case it's not marriage, it's proposal of convenience. There is some mild language, but overall it's a quick read. It's not mind taxing. It's a quick read. The female protagonist is a librarian in a small town in Texas. The male protagonist is a NFL football star who's hiding out in the small town, and it's starting to, I will finish it probably today. It isn't a difficult read. It's keeping me amused, and so I am thankful for that. So that is really all I have read in the last week. I knew it was going to be a busy week last week. I didn't think it would be this bad for reading. I did start Cleopatra, Memoirs of Cleopatra by Margaret George. I got like 3 chapters in. My brain is not in the mood for it, so hopefully that changes this week. So what am I planning to read after I finish my NetGalley arc? Next up will be The Saturday Night at the Lakeside Supper Club by J. Ryan Stottle. I really wanted to get to that this weekend, but it wasn't going to happen. After that, I will try to pull something else from my pile of possibilities for June. I will pull, I know I have 2 books waiting for me at the library, so I need to go get those. Read a NetGalley arc, something, but I don't know. Right now, my brain is very much in mood reader mode, not Tammy needs to read this mode. So we shall see. What did you read last week? Did you have a better week than I did? Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you here next time at the Protagonist Pub.